Hi everyone, it's Erin here from Erin Elizabeth Designs, back with some new things and some updates. Lots of good stuff. Thank you to everyone for being here and tuning in. If this is your first time here, this is just where I sit down and talk to you all things cross stitch, some life stuff, other crafts. You never know what you're gonna get, but mostly cross stitch. As I am a cross stitch designer, this is where I share my designs and other projects I'm stitching on too, which doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I will share. So it has been, I looked back at my last official video and it was 3 months ago. So I think it was probably in June I came first, was my video before that. And I gave you guys the update that we were moving, and then somewhere in between the move, I came back with another update video. Just shared what I had going on. I think I had a new release or so. Yeah, so it has been a lot. I haven't even really been able to update you guys on that whole life change. So we did move from Saskatchewan back to BC. So we are originally from BC and all of our family is here. So we just decided it was time. We were out in Saskatchewan for 5 years, and my mother had moved out there to be closer to us. But she's got grandbabies here, and I've got brothers and a sister and lots of family, lots and lots of family here. So it was just time to bring ourselves and Nana back. She has moved in with us, and it's wonderful. The house we did end up finding is absolutely amazing. We're loving it. But we did have to do a little bit of renos just to kind of complete the space for my mother. So that being said, I'm sure you've already heard a little bit of clutter in the background. We are in the middle still of it. They're just about done, but I had to come and do this. I've been putting it off. They've been here 3 weeks and they're just about finishing up this week, but it'll be too late by the time I need to get this stuff out to you now. So we're just gonna roll with it. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna, if there's anything crazy, I'll just pause and I'll have to like splice the video together for you guys. I was really hoping, and this is kind of crazy to think because it's been so long since I've done one, that I could just come and do one take and not have to edit. So we are gonna see how this goes. My mother, my husband, and my youngest are home too, so there could be some background noise. I might roll with it. We're just gonna see. I'm gonna have to edit regardless, I'm sure. So anyways, the move. I'll give you guys a quick life update. I feel like it should be like, I could do an hour video probably of a life update, but that is not what you guys are here for. But I know some of you have been asking, checking in, seeing how things are going, and I'm just gonna be completely honest that first off, everything's great. Everyone's great. We're doing great. The whole family. Best decision ever to move. That we have just, the amount of visits and quality time we've had with family already has been amazing, and just sharing life with so many more people. Would do 1,000 times over. The whole process of moving and all that, in the end of the day, everything went really smoothly and well. It's just, that's a big thing to take on. So, and with 2 kids, and also it was selling our house in Saskatchewan and my mother's apartment, and then trying to find something here that worked for all of us in the areas and things that we wanted. Well, what we wanted we said we went and tried to find, and man, was that a process. So back in June, we decided, okay, we're gonna list. We listed at the end of the school year, which in hindsight, we probably should have listed a little earlier. And honestly, we thought, our realtor thought too, that our house there was gonna just sell so fast and quick. And for whatever reason, it took its time. I mean, in the grand scheme of it, it was still pretty quick, but just not as quick as we thought. So as soon as school finished, we headed out here to start looking for a place. And we had an idea of the side of town we wanted to be on and that kind of thing. We were looking for, anyways, it just wasn't happening as great and quickly as we had hoped. And we had a hard time finding a place that worked for all of us. And that was kind of tricky to, you think, oh, we just need however many bedrooms and we're good. But we wanted to make sure that my mother had a nice space of her own, so she wasn't completely downsizing and stuff, so she could bring some of her, things that make her home hers. So yeah, it just didn't work out. There was a lot of places that needed a lot of love and attention, and we were really hoping for something that was just kind of move in and live. So it was a process, and then we started to kind of, make some headway, and then there was a couple places we did put offers in on, but the whole aspect of still having our house subject to sale, didn't work out so well for us in like the bidding war of everything. So we decided to go back to Saskatchewan and just focus on getting that house sold and done. And so that's what we did. And just the day before we left to go back, we got an offer on our place. So that all worked out really well. It ended up going through in the sale and everything. So it was, we made it a really fast sale. We had like 2 weeks to like pack up and get out, because we wanted to get here and focus on getting settled before school. So yeah, it went well. We got packed up. We had to figure out all that storage of our stuff because we didn't have a place to go to. And yeah, then when we got back here, we started again looking right away, and we found our place. We did. We had a bunch of different ones to go look at, and it was just like a complete no-brainer. The only thing that I was like unsure of with it was the location. It was not where we had kind of wanted, and honestly, like we always were like, how did we not consider this area? It actually worked out like everything better than imagined, and everyone says that, right, when you're in the process, that it will. So yeah, we found a great house in a great neighborhood area. I just feel so blessed. We get sunrises out the kitchen and dining room, and then sunsets out the living room. And there's a nice little wraparound deck that's perfect. The yard's huge and big. I've got some gardening beds already. I hope to maybe add some more for next year. And yeah, it's just within city limits, like right on the cusp. There's a farm field across the way, and it feels like we're in the country, but we're still in city. School is just down the block, and it all worked out really well. So happy, so happy. Yeah, we ended up getting settled middle of September. So there was a couple weeks of we stayed with my sister, thank goodness. She was ever so gracious to let all of us cram into her 2-bedroom place, but we made it work. And we had to drive our oldest to school he started grade 2 this year, so, which is wild. So we had to drive him for 2 weeks out to where we are. And yeah, anyways, he settled in really well at school. That was our biggest concern. But oh my goodness, you guys, his last school was like 1,000 kids and this school is 250. So he's got really nice small, I think there's 21 kids in his class, like nice size classes. And oh, we just feel so blessed and so lucky. So could not be happier, and it's all been just a great overall experience. All that being said, it's taken us a lot longer to settle in than probably I expected. Not a lot to do, just some painting. Like I had to paint my office, brighten it up. And we haven't touched any of the other paint yet. We totally thought we'd move in and just like paint it all, get going, but it's not been the case. We haven't even bought living room furniture yet. We've put because our last place was a lot smaller, so we had our couch at our last place is downstairs now. And we went couch shopping and stuff, but my goodness, it's just, we haven't found the right one yet. So we're holding off. We're making do with what we have, and it's wonderful. So my mother's space is getting finished up, and then it's supposed to be done this week. This weekend we'll be able to move her in. So that's super exciting. It's time for her to get settled proper. So that's why I've been so busy. Plus, back to school season, and yeah, I got sick. I got really sick, and it has taken me forever to get rid of it. So I'm still trying to fight it off, you know, all that residual stuff. So anyways, I'm feeling great now, and my office is pretty much settled. I did just do a little video for you guys here. I apologize. When I did it, I was expecting to be able to do a reel or a short, both on Instagram and on YouTube. So I filmed it, you know, upright. And then I realized that they can only be 3 minutes long. And my video turned out to be 9 minutes. I thought I'd do a quick walkthrough of my cabinets because I did have them set up for fall. I missed that season with you guys. I hope you all had a wonderful fall. It's now, we're into the holiday season. So I went and set up the cabinets for recording today. So I did that walkthrough, but I will do maybe another close-up walkthrough of the stitches behind me just to kind of show you guys all the little things, because a lot of you really enjoyed that. And yeah, what do we have going on now? I have some new stitches. This week is Thanksgiving in the US, so to anyone who celebrates, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating if you do. And yeah, and then it goes into Black Friday. So I do have Black Friday sales starting. And that is, I want to start it a little early for everyone, and that's why I need to get here and record. I have a special new release for you all and a freebie too. So let's get started. First things first, I have my autumn turkey, which I've already released to you guys, but I have not come here and shown you an up close or talked about it. So I thought perfect timing. I released this for our Canadian Thanksgiving, which is back in October. So it's been out for a little while, but it's perfect timing because of Thanksgiving in the US. So this is for all my American friends right now. This is autumn turkey, and I love how this design came out. I actually designed this one last year, started stitching it, didn't like the fabric. I had started on a different fabric. I didn't like it either because it was too tight of a weave, and so I just like put it to the side last year, and it's kind of been one that's like ticking away in the back of my brain, like I need to get back to that. So I finally got some really great fabric and gave it another go, and my goodness, I'm so glad I finally got it out for you guys. So this is Autumn Turkey, and this is stitched on 32 count Blue Whisper linen by Zweigart. So, and it was the perfect color to just make everything pop on there. It's a round, so I finished it into a drum, my very first drum. All things considered, turned out pretty darn good. I definitely have some improving to do, so I'll work on that. I have another drum planned in the works. It is stitched up and ready, so I will maybe try and do a tutorial. Maybe I shouldn't promise that. I'm not promising that. Just because it'll only be my second one, so maybe anyways, somewhere along the line, I would like to do a tutorial just to have here for you guys. But there are lots of tutorials out there, so definitely if you want to do a drum, just search for drum tutorials for cross stitch. I think Helen D has a really great one too, right? So she's got all the good tutorials. So if you're looking for that, go over and check out, she's East Coast Crafter. Is it East Coast Crafter or East Coast Stitcher? I think it's East Coast Crafter. Helen D on YouTube. Everybody knows her. You already know her. You guys already are subscribed to her channel. But if you're not, you should be. Okay, so this is Autumn Turkey. This is 2 strands of floss over 2 linen threads on 32 count. So I absolutely love this. It does have a lot of like back stitching detail in it. A lot of it, if you wanted to leave it off, you could. Yeah, so that's that one. And what else do I have to say? I don't know, the fabric of this is just what I had in my stash. So yeah, that is Autumn Turkey. That's what I was gonna say. You can stitch it on any count of fabric you want. I feel like I've been getting this question a little bit more lately, is like, can I stitch on this fabric or this fabric for this chart? All of my charts, like I don't have specialty stitches in any other than like back stitching or long stitches, but they're always anchored in, like usually anchored in a full stitch. So you could do it on any count you want. I try to keep that in mind when I'm doing that stuff. I do stitch on everything myself. 14 count, 16, 18, 20. For Aidas, I love Aida. I love linen. Lugana. I'll stitch on anything. So I do try to make them all, like you could stitch it on anything you want. So if you've had that question, that also being said, I did, and that one's I don't think is up there, but I did start frequently asked questions on my website. So if you ever have any questions, you can check it out there and see if it's answered there. And if it's not, then please just email through the contact form there. You can reach out to me on social media and stuff, but email through the contact form is like, you'll get a response for sure. On socials, like things get lost, especially here in the comments after a video has been up for a while. All the things, like if a post has been up for a while, is sometimes harder. Facebook is like the worst. The messages get like lost. So it's just best to, if there's anything, please use the contact form, because it goes right to my email and I have to check that all the time. So that is autumn turkey. And that I just got sidetracked there with the frequently asked questions. There's a page there for clubs too, like if you have any questions about the clubs. I do have 2 clubs on my website that are running all the time, and I'm not really going to touch base on them today. I'll do a club update video coming up. So if you, every month you have to go, if you're in the clubs, you have to download your chart every month. If you don't, that chart after the month is done goes up for a sale price in the club shop. And that's so that if someone signs up next month and they want the previous month, they can go back and purchase it if they've missed any. If you are part of the clubs and you forgot to download, just again, contact through the contact page and we can definitely send you your charts. It's very easy to see what club you're in, what you've downloaded, what you haven't, and we can send them along. So please, if you have missed out on your charts and you haven't been downloading them or whatever, you missed 1 month and you're like, I need it. I've had a few people, I've seen it on socials too, where they're asking for it. Just contact through the website and we can absolutely send it along. Not a problem. Okay, so that's autumn turkey. Next up, okay, I have a very big release. Are you guys ready? And a sale hitting. So today is, good question, November 25th, Tuesday. My sale's gonna start right away. If you're seeing this, it's starting. It's gonna go for Black Friday weekend, right up to the Sunday. Sunday at midnight. It will end. So you got some time, but you're gonna want to definitely grab the freebie that I'm going to release, because oh, it's so cute. I love it. I'm going to show you here in a second. The sale that I'm running on my websites for all my PDF patterns on my website, it does not include subscriptions. It is $10 off a purchase of 50 or more, and then there's the freebie as well. So very exciting. I have a very big release for you all, and I gave you a sneak peek on my Instagram if you're over there. So this is, let's see if I can do this. I gave you a little sneak peek, something like that, of this. And guess what it is? There's been a couple guesses, couple correct guesses. It's the next Birds in Nature. It is going to be a series, and this is the second one. So first was Sparrow, and now we have Cardinal. What do you guys think? I know I've had so many people waiting for it. I am so excited. My fabulous model stitcher, Kimberly, stitched this up for me, and oh my goodness, you guys. Again, this one has the long stitches, back stitching in there. I have really been having fun coming up with these, kind of taking more of that artistic style and trying to get it into the stitches. So look at those pine cones. Oh my gosh, I love them. So I played around a lot with like positive and negative space, and then using the long stitches in there to highlight, and then the branches, you can see the green in there for long stitching too. It just gives it a different dimension and like the real texture. I just adore this so much. Got some berries, and then this big beautiful cardinal, and of course some snow. So fun. Right, this is stitched on 32 count Stormy Night linen by Zweigart, which is just a beautiful color for anything Christmas. For that wintry, like the white just pops on there, and the reds and greens. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm so happy with how it came out. Yes, so 32 count Stormy Night linen by Zweigart, and this is two threads over two floss threads over two linen threads. DMC. It's all DMC. But I just have to show another close-up of that. Isn't that just so... I love it so much. That little cardinal. So I can't wait to hear what everybody thinks. Are you excited? Are you gonna stitch it? Did you finish your sparrow yet? I love him. I did finish him in a frame that I got from Michael's. It's one of their regular ones they have all the time. So yeah, I went to Michael's to see about framing, and they said it was gonna be like 3 to 4 weeks. So I thought I'd be able to get a frame kind of like made up maybe quicker, but they just have the very basic flat white, black, gold, all the same plain trim that they can do express on. Otherwise they send everything out. So it's probably because it's a smaller Michael's maybe. I don't know if that's normal, but it sounds like other people, you can walk in and kind of get your frame made usually couple days, a week. I was thinking more, but 3 to 4 was a little like, I'll have to plan better next time. So that is Birds in Nature Cardinal. That has been released to, I've already released it to shops for purchase, and it is now going to be available as a PDF on my website as well. So if you are excited and been waiting for Birds in Nature, I hope this one hit it for you, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think, because I've been very excited about this one. I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you one more time, because it's just like, sometimes I think I rush the actual showing of the stitches and stuff. So we'll go up, maybe just like, Birds in Nature Cardinal. Yay! Okay, so that was super fun. And then like I said, I've got the freebie coming too. So this is Snowman freebie, and I made him into an ornament. I should have grabbed the stitch count, but I didn't. That's okay. This is the Snowman freebie. That's going to be available for Black Friday. Isn't he just so cute? I am so happy with how he turned out. Just adorable. So he's a little oval, so I made him into an oval ornament, and I just put this little double bow, velvet bow on the bottom with a little button and then the bell. So cute. So just cut out 2 ovals and then covered one in fabric, covered the other with this stitch, sandwiched them together, and then I have some, oh, it's not gonna, hello. No. Okay, there. Some rickrack around the sides. All that just to show you the rickrack. Okay, this is a Lady Dot Creates rickrack. That's the mini one. It's perfect. I love it. I love him. So you guys can head on over to my website to find this. I have a freebies tab. He'll be sitting in the freebies. and you can stitch him up. He'd be cute in a little oval drum. The topper, absolutely love, 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 love him. So precious. So I hope you guys enjoy that stitch. Be sure to tag me if you're stitching him up, and especially when it comes time to finishing him, so I can see all the different things you guys do, because that is my favorite thing to see, is how people finish their stitches, because everybody's got different ideas. So love that. Yeah, and like I said, there's some other freebies still from before that are on my website as well, so you guys can head over there and get those. Okay, so that is everything for stitches, like new stitches. I was just going to show, because I've got all these beautiful new Christmas and winter themed stitches behind me, and just a couple of my sewing ones. But I thought I'd just share two that are too big to fit in the cabinets. I mean, they could fit, but that's all it would be. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to share them here, give you guys a little look at some stitches from the past. So this is a type of Christmas. This is one of my very first, well, my very first big design, but one of my very first designs in general. So it's got all these fun little sayings and things together. This would be a really easy one to just like take pieces out of too. But I absolutely love this one. It's got a very traditional Christmas feel. Lots of nice colors, bright. So cute. So that's a type of Christmas. And this is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha. Beautiful. And now I just realized I said that, and I can't remember what the next one is stitched on. But I probably have it in here. Is it quicker to look here? Oh, there you go. It is. I was gonna say, do I look there or do I look on the pattern? Okay, so the next one is a Frosty Nights, and this is also one of my favorites. And it's a big one. And I don't even think, yeah, you guys haven't even seen this. Like, I haven't shared it on here before, I don't think. So this is Frosty Nights, and it is stitched on 28 count Springfield Sage Lugana. This is another one you could absolutely break it apart into different little pieces. You could pull some of those motifs and just make ornaments. But I also just love the little composition of it. Look at that little plaid house. Love it. A little light post. So that is Frosty Nights. And this is also a Michael's frame. I think this is 11 by 14. One of their standard frames. It's kind of got a blue, charcoaly blue tinge to it. You see it? And then look in the, where it's like rubbed off here, the different, it's like almost so similar to this, the browns in here. It's just so perfect. So if you have this one, you've stitched it, and you're looking for a frame, this is again on 28 count. So either 28 count or 14 count, it would fit perfect in here. It's like the perfect amount of spacing too for this type of stitch. I don't, you know, when you don't even plan it and it just comes together, that is the best part. Okay. Oh my goodness, I just noticed my battery is almost dead. Hold please. Okay, I am back, and yeah, totally forgot to plug in the camera. The battery does not last long enough. Yeah, obviously rusty, haven't been here. Okay, so that is, I think, everything really that I had to talk to you about today. So remember, the sale runs till Sunday at midnight Pacific Standard Time, and that's Sunday, November 30th, I believe. And of course, I have my calendar covered. I am very excited to share with you guys my new space. So keep an eye out for that. It is November 30th, yes. So November 30th, Pacific Standard Time, midnight. So you got lots of time, but also don't forget. And don't forget to get the freebie again. So cute. I love them. It just all came together. Like, that ribbon is just the perfect color. Don't you love that when you're digging through your stash and you have it already? You don't have to go out. That is why we need to always remember it's okay to stash. We need to stash. So buy the things. All right. So that being said too, though, the ribbons, it's the season of making ornaments. I love stitching in season. I've got Christmas presents to make, all the things. So the bow makers from Chantel 141 Designs are a must. I highly recommend these. Makes making your bows so much easier, and they come out perfect every time. So she's got the different sizes on there, little ones and bigger ones. Really wonderful. I hope that noise isn't too much. So sorry if it is. This is just a one-off thing. I would not normally do this, but we have to go with it. Okay, so those highly recommend. Bow making. And then her rounds. So oftentimes the ornaments are round, and these, or for your drums, it makes making these things so much easier because you can just figure out what size fits around your project with the amount of space you want, and then boom, you make your circle, you cut it. Amazing. I'm gonna do some more tutorials for you guys, absolutely. I have never been so organized and put together, and I'm not even fully 100% there, but I am so excited about it. I have some storage shelves that are like out in our main basement space here, and they are all uprooted right now because of the reno that we're doing. So soon. We're on the last stretch. And then I wanted to share with you guys these. I made my very first stand-ups. And I used Helen D's tutorial, of course. Like I said before, she has the greatest tutorials. Honestly, like, people ask me for tutorials all the time, and I'm like, there's so many great ones out there, and Helen D is definitely a source for that. So I will do them because I do feel like everybody kind of has their own little thing that they do. It might help somebody in a different way. I don't know, but I'm always going to recommend her tutorials because that's where I learn things too, because I've never done a stand-up. So I did my very first stand-ups. I'm so excited. They are adorable. I had these, okay, so these are my classic nutcrackers, and I released them last year, and they were released on Paisleys and Polka Dots hutch, and while I loved them on that, I have just been wanting to do some stand-ups, and I thought these would just be so cute as stand-ups to like put in and around the different decor. I love nutcrackers. It's funny, my husband is like, has always loved nutcrackers. So when we had our first Christmas, I bought him a nutcracker for Christmas. And every year since, I've bought him a nutcracker. So it's actually become our thing. And this year we have the proper space probably to put out said nutcracker collection. Because it's been 13 years, 13 Christmases or so, right? So there's quite the collection. Like, he had some before, and I'm not gonna lie, I have bought some in between. So there's quite a little army, but I love these little classic nutcrackers, and when I took them out again, I wanted to put them on the display, and there's only so much room. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try to do a stand-up because I've never done one. So I pulled them off the little cardboard finishes they were on, the mat board and stuff, and was able to have enough space to get this to work. And I just revisiting them, I just love these guys so much. They are just so cute. They do have a little bit of the sparkly thread in there. Look at his little hair and beard. Oh my gosh, and his buttons, and then his little pinstripe pants. Sometimes I look back at the stuff I've designed and made and still shocks me that, like, oh, I created that. So these are definitely a pair that I'm like so proud of. After pulling them out and doing these, I was like, I need to maybe just make my husband a new nutcracker every year instead of buying them. So what do you guys think? Do you want more nutcrackers? Because they are so fun. I love this palette too. It's just a really soft, pretty palette. Very wintry without being too Christmassy. And look at that fabric. Is that not like the perfect complement? And then I did the cording like Helen D does. This one matches his pinstripe pants. And then this one is just the white with the same color as his pants. And I think they're so perfect. I love them. So great. I definitely learned a few things, and I tried to stuff them like Helen stuffs hers with just the polyfill, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll put a little bit of like beads in there or walnut shells to give them some more weight. And I was like, as I was doing it, I'm like, what if they start loosening like sometimes the pillows do, and then you get that like bend, that like it starts to get more beanbaggy. So I was like, stuffing it, and I'm like, as long as I get enough polyfill in there and some of the other, it'll be great. No, I ended up pulling it all out because I was like, no, it's gonna loosen like my pillows do sometimes. So I went with all poly fiber fill, and I'm glad I did, because they are definitely, like she says in her video, they're definitely sturdy enough on their own. And because you jam so much in there, and I feel like they're gonna hold their shape much better this way. So those are my little nutcracker stand-up. This chart, they both come together in one chart, and they're called Classic Nutcrackers. You can find the PDF on my website. You can add it to your Black Friday for your sale if you want, if you didn't see them last year. But yeah, that's just pulled them from back there, and I think I will do another video of just the background for you guys. Like I said, I'll film it the right way because it's going to be longer than 3 minutes probably. So there you go. That's everything I have. Yeah, these were, I don't know if I said these are from Chantel 141 Designs as well. And she's got, so this is like the 3.5 inch, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. And then these would be the ones in between. So this is like your 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch. So awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. These work so great. Yeah. Anything else? You guys have any questions, comments? You can hit up the comment section below. I promise I'll be back sooner. I know I miss you all too. Thank you for everyone for checking in, and just, yeah, I am well, and I am feeling kind of settled. It's like nothing like trying to move right before the school year, and then also now all of a sudden it's like the holiday season. So it was a lot. and a lot, like, also the whole, like, family, then there's a lot more things going on outside of, like, your normal day-to-day. So it has just been a lot. Oh yeah, my sister, like, see, it's been such a long time. My sister went and broke her leg a month and a half ago. So, like I said, we just sort of, she was supposed to come. She plays hockey, and that's how she broke her leg. And she was supposed to come help us finish moving some stuff the next day. And I got the call that night that she was in the hospital. So I had to go help her, and I've been helping her kind of heal up and taking care of her as much as I can. So she's now back into the, I wouldn't say healed, but she's allowed to walk, start learning to walk again. So poor girl. Yeah, there's been a lot of different things too. So, but I'm just glad that we were here and I was able to help her out with that. So that's been, and then like I said, I think that's actually where I picked up the cold and stuff, was from the hospital. But yeah, and then my immune system's just not great. So it is what it is. We're happy, healthy, and here. So there you go. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. I will see you again. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, and if you're not, yeah, we have, that reminded me, I've got a big ball coming up. Something to celebrate. The Jingle Ball is coming up. So I intend to be there. Like, I have already told my family I am booking the weekend off. That is Mommy's weekend. I'm going to get a sign for my office door. Do not disturb. So I plan on being there in the stitchy rooms and hanging out with everybody. So if you're going to the ball, which I know a lot of you are, everybody's doing their ball stitching and getting ready for their classes. I will be attending, and I can't wait. I'm very excited. I'm hoping to get through some personal stitching projects that weekend. I hope to not bring work to it. Yeah, so there we go. I will be back with you guys soon, and look out for, if you're curious about any of these charts behind me, look out for the next video that is going to be a run through of what's going on behind me. So, all right, until next time, everyone, take care, and happy stitching. We'll see you again. Bye. This is editing, Erin. One sec, please. I already turned my light off. Just about out of my voice. I think I forgot to, as soon as I turned everything off, went to go move things back. Let's go put this video together and get it out for you guys. I am pretty sure I forgot to tell you what my little freebie is stitched on. Maybe you don't really care, but I think it's the perfect fabric. So this is stitched on 36 count. So that's like this size on my hand. It's a good representation. This is stitched on 36 count linen. It's biscuit from Roxy Floss Co. And I think it's the perfect color. Really just perfect. So it's one floss strand over 2 linen strands, and that's 36. Kind of gives you an idea of size. But yeah, you can, again, stitch them on anything you want. There's a few long stitches in there, just like at the top. Ooh. So, but I love him. Anyways, there you go. I hope now you got all the information. So, all right. Till next time, bye. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook at Erin Elizabeth Designs. And if you enjoyed what I had to share today, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button to keep informed on what I've got coming.